Adult University, where we take adult shit and cut it into kid-sized pieces. My name is Miss A, and today we'll be talking about things to remember during difficult times. It's easy to feel discouraged when you're facing challenging times, so in this classroom discussion, I hope to give you some advice, some food for thought, that will hopefully uplift and encourage you during those times. With that being said, let's get started, shall we? In every phase of life, there's a time and a purpose for everything. Usually this is referred to as seasons. We can experience seasons of joy and abundance, and then we can also experience seasons in which are challenging and make us default to such emotions as fear, anger, and sadness. But the first thing I'd like to remind you is that such times usually provide us an opportunity to grow and to discover. That is, to grow emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and to discover what's important, both inside and in our environment. So, don't be discouraged by challenging times. Instead, see them as opportunity to grow and to learn more about you and what's important in life. The next thing I want to remind you about when you're facing challenging times is that you shouldn't make long-term questionable decisions based on temporary circumstances. It's easy to think that the bad times will never end, but seasons come and go. They will definitely move past. And you don't want to be left reaping negative fruits, per se, for the decisions that you made during those bad times. In other words, make the best decisions that can weather any season. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure we've all heard the phrase, "It could always be worse." Yeah, it could. And that phrase is not exactly comforting. But as much as it lacks comfort, it is the truth. So I want to remind you that when you face times of trouble, that you should look for the little things to be grateful for. It will keep you hopeful and put a smile on your face even for a moment. And well, that's always worth it. Sometimes, when we're facing difficulty, we don't want to ask for help because we think that it would be to admit defeat or it means that we're weak. And I want to remind you that that's not the case at all. In fact, asking for help and allowing people to help you is showing that you trust them and helps lighten the burden. So don't let your pride keep you from asking for help. On the flip side of things, whether help is asked for or it's given, don't abuse it and don't take it for granted. And lastly, I'd like to put across one more thing. When you're going through difficult times, don't allow them to dishearten you to the point where you become hard-hardened. Instead, you should use the opportunity to define your circumstances and not allow them to define you. Well, that's it for today. Just a few things to remember when you're going through difficult times. Thank you for attending class. Go ahead and do your homework by subscribing to this channel and thumbs up in this video. My name is Miss A, and until next time, remember, you must be this tall to pay bills.